Job's children celebrated their birthdays, and they got put to death for that. The Lord gave us a list of the holy days He wanted us to keep. Birthdays is not one. So where did birthdays come from?
Christmas Eve and
Christmas. As a matter of fact, all these holy days or holidays we're talking about was already written in the scriptures not to do. That's right. Not to do. We're going to show you that. Job chapter 3. Or Job chapter 3 and verse 1. 1 and verse 3. Job 1 and 3. Read that.
Job chapter 1 verse 3.
Verse
4.
Verse 4.
And his sons went.
His sons, so that's like your grandbaby, right?
Went and
grandbaby, you said your niece.
My grandbaby.
The grandbaby, okay.
And his sons went and feasted in their houses.
So what y'all gonna eat tonight? Y'all got some food? Y'all got the food, meatballs and chicken salad, whatever, right? So they went and feasted in their house. It's gonna be at somebody's house?
In my house.
At your house. So you're gonna be hosting this, right? Okay, so the Lord. So read that part again.
What that is, Job?
This is Job 1 and 4. Read that part.
And his sons went and feasted in their houses.
Come on.
Every one his day.
Every one of his sons feasted on their day, on their special day, on their birthdays. They went, they had the feast. They went and everybody came to the house, right? So what did Job say? Read.
And sent and called for their 3 sisters.
And they call. So guess what? You call the other. You ain't gonna just be out to, right? It's gonna be her cousins, her niece, nephew. Y'all had the cake, everything. That is not something new. That's something that was done even before in the times of Job.
That's right.
And Job saw his people doing that, right? Read.
To eat and drink with them.
Come on.
Verse 5. And it was so when the days of their feasting was gone about that Job sent and sanctified them.
Come on.
And rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings according to the
only time we offered offerings is when we did something wrong. And he said the offering was like, okay, look, don't kill him, don't kill me, just take this right here, kill it, kill that instead. That's why we offer. Yeah. We use that blood as an atonement because it was going to appease God. See what I'm saying? So when Job saw that, he was like, he knew some killing was about to happen. So he tried to take an offering and just offer that instead, right? For what? For them keeping their own days, the feasting, the gathering to the houses. Even though it's innocent, we ain't in the club, we ain't shooting up, we ain't doing nothing. We're just having fun. That's what they did there. Job had to know something was going to die right then and there. So he offered an offering, right? Read.
Burnt offering according to the number of them all.
According to the number of them all, meaning you knew one was not going to do. The Lord was going to want to kill every single one of them that came. Not just the one whose house it was, not just the one whose day it was, but everybody that came over.
That's right.
You put everybody in jeopardy there. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't understand is that these judgments are still here today. We just don't understand them. We don't know that these judgments are here. We know we getting shot down the street. We know that we highest in cholesterol and sickness and all these things, but we don't understand that these judgments are here today. The Lord is killing people today. The scriptures say that nobody dies without the Lord. There's nobody that can be delivered out of the Lord's hands. He's the one that kills. He's the one that makes a lot. So when we getting shot down in the street, when we like, you remember Cupcake? She was at a birthday party.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Cupcake was at a birthday party. You know what I'm saying? So we don't think that these things happening, but they're happening. And if we look in the Bible, we see that's wrong in the Bible. We have to understand that we got to get out of that. We cannot take part in that. Read.
For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned.
Have done what?
Sinned.
Have sinned. My sons have sinned. Now, sin is a transgression of God's law.
That's right.
So all in Leviticus, 23, it tell you about the holy days. Those are the laws. Like for instance, you bought some today, but the law says today is the Sabbath day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So today, so you see how it's not, and it's never going to be an integration of those things. Like, okay, I'm gonna just do good, but I'm still gonna keep. You're gonna make a decision. Scripture say you're gonna choose life or you're gonna choose death. And when you choose, what's going on, brother? And when you choose that life, when you choose that death, you're not gonna choose life. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta go keep the birthday party on the Saturdays or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna keep the Sabbath day. You're not gonna do it. Yeah. So we think it's just like a decision we can mix together, but it's not. It's God and it's Satan. So when you don't know, you just dead. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know nothing, you don't know what's God, you don't know what God requires, you just dead. Right? You're just taken over by Satan. So we come out here to give life where we can't make you live.
Right.
Now we give you the choice between death and life. We telling you that's death. That's death what you're doing. Our people was always dead because we never knew. Now we can tell you, okay, the birthdays, that's a part of death. Because the people around you and yourself are gonna be in jeopardy there. If it don't come here, it's gonna come later. That's according to the Lord. right? Give me Job chapter 3 and verse 1. Let's show you what it means by their day. Job chapter 3 and verse 1. Read that.
Job chapter 3 verse 1.
Come on.
After this, Job opened
Verse
his...
2.
Verse 2.
Uh-huh.
And Job spake and said, let the day perish wherein I was born.
Let that day perish wherein I was born. So guess what? That's the day that he's talking about. The day that special day, right? Read verse 3. Read that part again.
Let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man-child conceived.
Come on.
Verse 4. Let the day be darkness. Let not God regret it from above.
So that's the day it's talking about, right? That day is not even a happy day because we born into sin, right? So the Lord didn't say celebrate the day that you was born into sin. He said celebrate the days that I brought y'all out, like what? Passover. Celebrate the days that I created this earth, like the Sabbath day. Celebrate the days that I've delivered y'all, like feast dedication.
Right.
These are the days that we're supposed to be made light to. But the days that we was born into the sinful world, what celebration is that? Right? But then we say, okay, well, it's just gonna be for the kids. But guess what? You're giving them to the devil because, I mean, you look in these books and you say, you know, you do have Satan is here. You know what I'm saying? Satan is alive. The spirit darkness is alive, right? That day is a day of darkness, not a day of light. You know what I'm saying? When you look at these, like, if you read like the higher satanic holidays and stuff like that, birthdays on the top, that day is a day of darkness, not a day of light. So when you go and you make these sacrifices for them, that's what it is. We made sacrifice to the Lord, we make a meat offering, you know, we had drink offerings. So guess what? When you bring that food, money tight, you know what I'm saying? Money ain't prevalent for everybody. But we still make sacrifices for these little kids, right? Give them that $20 bill, give them that birthday cake, give them that, blow the candles for them. We ain't got much, but we're gonna do what we can for them. Those are called sacrifices. And then you get mad, like, you don't know what type of sacrifice I did for you, right? But these are what the Lord say. You're not supposed to sacrifice these things and give them to the devil. That's what you're doing. You making sacrifices to them and you worshiping them.
Right.
So you can't do that. You can't, especially now in your house. Give me that and bring down an abomination.
Deuteronomy 7:25.
7 and 25. And it's your house too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't good. Like what her name is? The sister who the police came into her house. Is it
Breonna Taylor.
I forget.
Breonna
Taylor.
Taylor.
Breonna Taylor, right? Guess what? The dude that she let in her house was not no dude you're supposed to be letting in your house. You see what I'm saying? The dude was into things they weren't supposed to be into. So you bring these things into your house, guess what? Judgment also gonna come to your house. Yeah. A lot of these times we look in these things, we don't have the explanation for them. But if you're thinking according to the Bible, you're gonna see what's going on and why. Yeah. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 25. The graven images of their gods shall ye burn with fire.
That's talking about idolatry, right? When we have any little thing, it could be a tree, it could be a duck, it could be a moose, it could be a rabbit's foot, it could be whatever. We make that, and when we turn it into that idolatry, and when we use it to break God's commandments and worship ideologies and different things, that's what's called an idol. That's what an idol is. So that cake, idol. Candles, idol.
Right.
The kid, idol.
Right.
The birthday cake, idol. The what they call them, the little presents that they get, idol. The money that you give them, idol. All of it's idol because it's used to break God's commandments.
That's right.
So a lot of time we think, oh, well, I ain't in the idolatry, I ain't worshiping no Quran. I can't believe it. Like, cause a lot of times, like, you're a Christian, Christianity. Yeah. And then you see like people like that's in Islam and things of that nature. Like, man, they finna go like to hell. And they do, right? I can't believe that they really worshiping these idols. But we worshiping idols today. We worship idols. That's why we're in worse case than some of these other nations.
That's right.
Joel chapter keep reading that. Yeah, keep reading that. Read.
Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them.
Because guess what? Silver and gold is things that we love as people, right? But children don't really like that. That's not really what a kid is into. What are some things that kids are into? Toys, sugar.
Right.
Okay, so what is birthday cake? That's that sugar, them toys that they get. That's why they made the idols silver and gold, because they know that's what people love. So it's gonna persuade them into worshiping the idol. The same thing with the children. You see what I'm saying? When you get them that sugar, you get them all the attention. They fiend for the attention. They want to be in your phone all day. You see what I'm saying? So you give them that attention. You give them that sugar. You give them these presents. These are the things that the same thing they gave for the idols for us to worship. So the Bible is not no old school book. The scriptures say there's no new thing under the sun.
That's right.
There's never a new thing under the sun. So the same thing we got judged for back then, we getting judged and we'll get judged for again.
Right.
And we never had nobody to come up and tell us what those things are. We could just remember, oh, I remember how they marched around the thing and the walls came down. And we think that's motivation for us now. But the same correction that we had back then is the same correction we have to follow now. We have to follow it now. We're going to get judged. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Read.
Nor take it unto thee,
Come on.
lest thou be snared therein.
A snare is a trap. It's a trap. It's something that when you get into it, you can't get out. And it's not. And then it don't keep you there to do for any good. You see what I'm saying? You get a snare, it's for your death. So when you get that child, when you condition that child for that, that's a snare to them, right? On the 25th or something like this, feel different. You just wake up early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Or if your birthday on the 18th, I'm just waking up early. I can't wait for my birthday. I want to celebrate it all month. And it's because their parents put them in that spirit. That's a snare. Now they trapped. Now their feet can't move. They can't go and do the things the Lord told them to do because they stuck where they was before.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And they can't move. That's going to be that fight. So the Lord said, don't give them the things, the silver, because that's why I say the silver and gold is the one that kept them there, right? That silver and gold could be that attention, that sweet. Those are things that we love that's going to keep us right there. So now, read that. Continue.
For it is an abomination to the Lord thy God.
What does it say?
For it is an abomination to the Lord thy God.
Because you know how abomination means a hateful thing to the Lord, right? But a lot of times Moses had to tell them it's an abomination, it's from the Lord. Because guess what? These idols could have been birds. These idols could have been trees. These idols could have been anything. And then what we're going to do is we say, it's just a bird. It's just a tree. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just this, just that.
Yeah.
But Moses had to tell them, no, the Lord hates this. Though you think it's innocent, the Lord hates that thing.
That's right.
He hates it. So now, not only does the Lord hate that, but he hates the people that does it. As you know, Job just said, it may be my sons have sinned. Some gotta die. I gotta kill some before the Lord kills. Right? And guess what? It's gonna be more cupcakes. It's gonna be more Rihanna. I forget her last name.
Taylor.
Rihanna Taylor.
Yeah.
Rihanna Taylor.
Yeah.
Freddie Graves. There's gonna be more of those things happening. And guess what? When you look and you examine them, they always a part of some type of sin.
Yeah.
Give me Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. I'm gonna read this last scripture for you. Amos 3 and verse 1. So now you say you know that we are the Israelites, correct? So I can guarantee, right? You haven't taught your daughter, your granddaughter. You teach her that? Yeah, you didn't teach her that, right? Deuteronomy 6 and 7. So now, I knew that. I knew you didn't teach her that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to know why? That's because I told you. The scriptures say the spirit is going to lust against the flesh. The flesh against the spirit. That you will not be able to do the things that you would. There's no middle ground to it. That's why it's very spiritual. It's a choice. Right now you choosing, I know I'm an Israelite, but I don't want to leave the world. And if I teach my daughter this, if I teach my granddaughter this, I'm going to have to do it. You know what I'm saying? If I teach her this, I'm going to have to do it.
Right.
So now it's like,
Yeah.
I'll just celebrate her birthday. You know, it's cool.
Yeah.
These little $50, $30, $100, it's worth, I hear what it is. I'll just spend that. That's that sacrifice to Satan.
Yeah.
As opposed to God. But we ain't going to say it to ourselves. But the Lord say he discerns the heart better than anybody would. He knows your heart. He knows your reins. He knows your mind better than you know your mind. And he always judge off what? What does the Lord say he judge based off of? Though because everybody say the Lord knows my heart. But do you do everything evil that you think about? So if the Lord knew your heart, you're going to get judged. Worse, the Lord do not judge just based on your heart. What does the Lord say he judged based off of?
The sin.
What is the sin?
The,
Give me 1 Samuel 20. Because a sin, that's correct. He judges based on your sins and based on your good deeds, your good doing. And good deeds ain't just, well, she going through a lot. Her mama got this and this going on. I'm going to give her a part. No, the good deeds are the deeds the Lord tell you to do in this Bible.
That's right.
To the people who tell you to do them to in this Bible. Because there's stipulations for all of them. Stipulations for good deeds. I can't go to a crackhead and give him $50. Then he go smoke more crack in the Lord like, that's my man right there.
Right.
That's not going to work like that. Come on, that's it, bro. Read.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 3.
Come on.
Talk no more so exceedingly proudly.
Right, because a lot of times we talk proud. I remember hearing you like, y'all I already know this, right? Read.
Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Come on.
For the Lord is a God of knowledge.
Read.
And by him actions are weighed.
What's weighed?
Actions are weighed.
Because he knows that the actions that we do is a result of something in our spirit. It's something in our spirit that the reason that we do or
We
don't.
used to scream black power. while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.